Hey folks, Rick here for Facebook Live. Today you have just me and Paul, except I'm the only one on this side of the camera. All right, so you can still use the special effects. Okay, so anyway, hey, here we go. All right, there we go. All right, need a little prompting there, but all right, so today what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about, it's August 9th. Okay, so what a great day. Okay, we have about a month and a half left to the third quarter. Then there's the fourth quarter. Then there's next year. I know people go, wait a minute, I want to finish strong this year, and I want you to finish strong this year. So what I would say is take a look at your goal. If you're behind your goal, raise it anyway. If you're ahead of your goal, obviously you need to raise it because you still have a decent amount of this year left. But more importantly, what I'm talking about is, like if you want to have like your best year ever next year, there's two things that you want to start now is my point. You want to start now. And in doing that, you will also sprint through the finish line, have the best end of year, and also an unbelievable beginning for next year. Nothing is as good as for a real estate agent or any business owner to start the year January 1 with a gigantic pipeline, all kinds of business already lined up. It really sets the stage for an incredible year, and you have the opportunity to have that happen if you start now. Definitely start now, and you'll finish the year. So whatever understand what your goal is for next year. Also, if you have to raise your goal to finish this year, and even if you're behind, raise it anyway. Okay, sometimes when you just decide to go to the next level, it's that level you've been at that's been keeping you there. Jump up to the next level, even if it's uncomfortable for a while. Okay, I firmly agree with that. Okay, so, and I've seen it happen over and over in coaching people and in my own career. Right, so that's number one. Number two is, whatever your customer service program is, plan, you need to upgrade it. Treat everybody like gold. If you're already one, and I coach several agents that are already really good at that, but I know a lot of agents that I coach that need to pick it up. You want people talking about you. You want raving fans. You want them posting about you. And the way to do that is under promise and over deliver. You solve their problems. Just think outside the box when it comes to the clients you're serving. Get things done for them, think ahead, always be informing them. Your customers, and if you have an assistant, a full-time assistant, this is really good because then there's two of you that can do it. All right, so treat your customers like gold. Always be thinking massive customer service. Okay, the next one on my list is make sure you maximize every day. You have 8, 10, 12 hours of work days every day. All right, maximize them. Do the next right thing. Make sure you're following your schedule. Okay, follow your schedule. Time block your schedule. The number one thing, and I'm including managers in this that I also coach, the number one thing that gets in the way of most people is not following their schedule. And I'm going to say this, but don't take it the wrong way. Some people don't even have one. If you don't have a schedule, you've made a big mistake. Even if you don't follow it every day, just writing a schedule in time block form is going to make you more productive because it's always in the back of your head. You need to have that. It's critically important. Okay? So raise your goal. All right? Treat people like gold, massive customer service. Maximize each and every day, meaning that you go from the one thing to the next, have that time block schedule. And then my next point is get referrals. Well, it's a lot easier to get referrals when you've done an incredible job. When you call somebody and say, hey, and you just say hi, and we referred you to a friend and whatever. I used to call the friend and let them know, hey, thanks for referring me, John. Just want to let you know I spoke to him. Here's what's going on. And I used to keep them updated. Now, I've got a referral from them, and my touches are about the referral they gave me. So I'm staying in touch with them by using something else as well. Plus, they like it. You don't have to call me all the time. And I still check in with them. Okay, so it's a great way, but you're not going to. The number one reason people don't ask for referrals is because they didn't do a great job they'd be embarrassed to call them. Okay, so stop doing that to yourself if you are. Do an incredible job. You have a fiduciary responsibility. The fact that you have a real estate license requires you to have a fiduciary responsibility. I'm just saying, take it to the next level. Not only is it the golden rule and the right thing to do, but it also will get you, it's like prospecting. Unbelievable customer service is like prospecting. You will get business from it. Okay, so if you need to look at it that way. However, okay, I look at it as it's the right thing to do for people, and I'm going to get business. In that order is probably the most healthy way to look at it. All right, next point I have is get excited about your job. You have the most incredible job on the planet. I have to say this in Vegas. I mean, legally, okay, you can make an incredible amount of money with very little education as far as, like, if I'm going to be a doctor or a lawyer, I have to go to school a lot more. But you can make the same kind of money with a fraction of the education, responsibility, liability, on and on. All right. It's almost unfair. It really is. That's why one of the reasons I got in this business 38 years ago, my second year in college, was I looked at it and I go, this is an incredible business. If you've owned another business, then you know how incredible it is, overhead wise, liability wise, every wise. Okay. You're making 6-7% of a sale price of a home. Okay. That, and all of our markets are incredible prices now, especially. All right. And you took a 2-week course and passed a test. It's pretty great. It's awesome if you think about it. It's incredible. So it's also why I think a lot of us get a bad rap, because we're not taking it that seriously. But if you take it real seriously and you act like a professional, I think it requires education every day. Okay. I consider myself to have like a doctorate in my own education, sales, human nature. Human interaction, communication. All of that is, I'm constantly listening to books about that. I'm reading books like that. And just like your car. In your car, even Nara will tell you, you're going to be, as a successful real estate agent, you're going to be in your car 2.2 or 2.4 hours a day. Well, 2.2, even 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, that's 10 hours. Do the math. Okay, after 90 days, that's like a college course. It's like, it's incredible. In a year, that's 90 work days of listen time you have available to you in your car just by using your car. That's like a college course. Okay, so if you decide to take it seriously like that, people can tell when you're on top of your game. People can tell when you're not. I call it commission breath. When you're only there for a commission, it's very obvious. If you're there to help people, maximize the experience, make it go better than anybody ever has, it's incredibly obvious. It's also obvious if you're not. All right. So get excited about your job. It's an incredible job. It's the best job on the planet, especially if you're a licensed real estate agent, and especially if you're here with Berkshire Hathaway with us, because we have all the tools that you need to. You walk in with a real estate license, the ability to produce condensation on a mirror. I say that jokingly. All right. In other words, you have a heartbeat and you have all the tools necessary. You can definitely be a success in this business if you choose to do so. Okay. My next one is visualize the end result. You have to, what does it look like? How can you end up in a place that you don't understand what it even looks like? Like if I'm going to Rome, I've seen pictures of Rome. I know what it looks like on pictures. Then I went there. It was totally different. Okay. Sorry, we are live. We had a little intrusion there. Sorry, that's down the hall to your left. And right. So, all right. So visualize the end result. Like if you're looking at a picture of Rome, right? But I'm actually standing in the middle of Rome. Like I see the Colosseum to my left and the Vatican's to my right. And when you've been there and you've walked it, it's a whole different experience. All right. But as a person who's, your goal, where you want to end up, like what are you driving? Where do you live? What are you wearing? How do you look? All of that stuff I would visualize, helping people, whatever it is. Okay. You need to visualize the end result. And I would say once a day is a really good, I do it in the morning and I do it at night before I go. Visualize the end result. Go through a gratitude, like any type of meditation that has visualization with it. If you really want to get some help, listen to guided meditations. Deepak Chopra has them, Wayne Dyer, Kelly Howell. They're all extremely good, and you can get them on YouTube or you can actually buy them. Okay, and keep them on your phone, which is what I used to do. Okay, so definitely visualize the end result. And my last one is repel negativity. Not only do you have to be positive, you have to repel negativity. I call it controlling my environment. Like if you see me at the gym or you see me pretty much anywhere, I always have my earbuds in. I'm listening to something positive. Okay, a book. Right now I'm listening about a book about innovation by an English author that's incredible. I just finished a biography about John Adams, second president of the United States. I've listened to, biographies about Leonardo da Vinci, Winston Churchill, all kinds of different successful people and what they went through, and I just think it's incredibly interesting. And you always learn something that you didn't know about that person. Like Leonardo da Vinci is an incredible person. Was, obviously. I mean, he would have got credit for so much more if those notebooks that he wrote would have been published while he was alive. He was way ahead of his time. Not just the Mona Lisa and the other paintings he did, but other things too. Dentistry, the way the heart works, aqueducts, and all. I mean, the guy was off the charts intelligent. Never knew that until I listened to the book. All right, so some I listen to, some I read. I like listening to biographies. I don't know why, I just do. And I listen to them on Audible a little quicker. My brain listens better with my ADHD brain. However you do it, okay, be educating yourself constantly, not just in your field, in other fields as well. All right, or just like with successful people in general, I think is incredibly good. It's called modeling. You listen, you learn, and you can apply some of it. All right, so repel negativity means if people want to be negative, like the news, no one says you have, it's not like in the rule book that you have to watch the news. Why would you ever do that to yourself? Look at, remember the old garbage in, garbage out? That's the same thing with food. You eat bad food, goes through your system, unhealthy. You listen to bad information, changes your heart rate, your blood pressure. Don't do that to yourself. That's ridiculous. Why would you ever? So I'm listening to the news. It's like self-inflicted torture. Why would you ever do that to yourself? Doesn't even make sense if you think about it. You could be listening to something positive and wonderful. Now, people go, well, how do I know what's going on? All you have to do is check your email or your phone gives you updates. You'll know what's going on, trust me, if something's happening. Okay? So you get plenty of that. You don't need to set time aside to be extra violated by the local news, which aren't even news today. It's someone's opinion of the news, and it doesn't matter which one you listen to. It's far left or far right. There's nobody in the middle, which is where the truth normally is, by the way. I just love the news. They should just call it entertainment because it's not news anymore. All right, so raise your goals, raise your standards, upgrade your thinking, everything that you're doing. Treat people like gold, have an incredible customer service routine. Maximize today, meaning you maximize each and every day. Then you go home feeling great about yourself. You're tired, a good tired, not a stressful one. Ask and get for referrals. If you do the first three, you'll definitely get that. Get excited every day about your job. You have an incredible job. A licensed real estate agent, solo entrepreneur, in business for yourself, but not by yourself with this company. Okay? Visualize the end result. I would do it every day, but at least a few times a week is completely helpful. Your brain will start working unconsciously on things. I mean, it's just amazing how you just start acting differently when you see, feel, touch, believe in the end result before time. And then not just be positive, but repel negativity. No one should be in control of your environment. To me, your environment means what you're hearing as well as what you're exposed to. You're in total control of that. You don't like where you are? Go somewhere else. Change the station. Whatever it is, just try to eliminate all negativity as much as possible. Unless you're into negativity. Some people are, Paul. I am not. Okay, why would you ever be into negativity? Okay, and that's it for today, folks. We will pick this up again next week. Okay, on Tuesday. I'm gone this week. I'm going on a little honeymoon. Some of you may have heard. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks, guys. See you next week. Bye, everybody.